Greetings, everyone. Here we are taping the promo on the Sunday for tomorrow's episode of the I Just Said That podcast. My name is William Olson. Y'all can call me Will. Welcome to my channel. Hit that damn bell. Make sure that you subscribe to everything whenever I put something new up. And I'll try to do something more than once a week. If any of the articles that I write about require a little further perspective and instruction, I'm happy to do a special edition, maybe about 3 to 5 minutes at a time, kind of like what we're doing right now. So, without any further ado, we got a milestone this week. Episode number 50, number 50 of the I Just Said That podcast. And guess what that means? It's 50 not out. Yeah. Over the course of the last Monday to Sunday news cycle that we examine every week here on the I Just Said That podcast, we have 8 articles, just like what we did last week, but there's only one investigation. So, that one investigation regards some personnel issues that are confronting the public sector, the public sector in Australia on the basis of 2 different government-related agencies, and the CPSU, the union involved, they're not too happy about it, and they have voiced their concerns accordingly. Now, the other 7 articles, 4 of them involve strikes, all on part of the TWU and any of the various trucking and logistics companies that they look after. We'll tell you everything. We'll consult. As I like to say, we're going to get 4 angels dancing on the head of a pin in order to consolidate the major points of those 4 articles and get you up to date. And as a matter of fact, I'll tease it right now. There's one of those trucking companies will be on strike as we go to air on the I Just Said That podcast. I'll keep you informed of all the details. Now, so we've got an investigation. We've got 4 articles pertaining to strikes. From the overview of 8 articles, that means we got 3 left. One of them pertains to the latest from the Electrical Trades Union, the ETU, regarding apprentice claims. And it does sound like a familiar story from the week before, although from another union. So we're going to look into that and see, what the ETU is demanding, and if it's any different from what that other union last week had to say on the matter. And then we got 2 from the ACTU mothership, and one of them has to do with, remember I did an investigation about 3 or 4 weeks ago, talking about people holding dual jobs simultaneously. Was at an all-time high. There is a statistic that will alarm you regarding not just those people, but those that are holding 3 jobs and more. And yes, it's happening in our society and our economy, and how a lot of these people are missing out and what they're missing out on. And then we'll go in depth into the other story involving the ACTU. Now, the RCEP, that's a free trade agreement that affects a lot of the Asians in ASEAN. They're, the 12 or so member nations, plus their associate nations as well. The Australian Parliament ratified the RCEP this past week. The ACTU is disappointed on that development, and they voiced their collective opinion about the expected impact of the RCEP on the Australian workforce. We're going to take an in-depth look at that. So that's what we have coming up on the I Just Said That podcast, dropping sometime between midday and afternoon tea. Dropping on your laps in your face and across all of your major devices. Make sure that you hit that damn bell. Support everything that we're putting on this YouTube channel. Tell your friends. Share it across your socials. And don't forget the main thing. Support the Patreon. I'll put an address to the Patreon in the comment section of this video. And any feedback that you have about the podcast or any of the content that I have on the Patreon, drop me a line. Let me know. There's a comment section at the end of every article, every investigation, every podcast on the Patreon. You can contact me on Twitter. My DMs at Will_O_Journo, always open. Drop me a comment here on YouTube. And you can certainly drop me a comment on the Instagram and also on the LinkedIn as well. Looking forward to getting your feedback tomorrow.